Hi, I'm Stephen Gidiere. This is my daughter Louise, and this is our Wizarding World of Harry Potter that we built for BrickFair Alabama.
Okay.
We start here in the Muggle world with Privet Drive, of course, where Harry grew up, and it moves on to Grimmauld Place, where the Order of the Phoenix meets, and we've got them in there having dinner, all the members of the Order in there, got that lit up. Of course, King's Cross Station, where the kids load up to head to Hogwarts. And then we move on through into the Wizarding World. And this is the transition into Diagon Alley. You head in through the gray building and come out on the other side at the Leaky Cauldron.
We can also mention the award you won at the show this year as well.
Yes, very excited to get a Brickie this year. This is our first one, so we're really excited and just glad to have it.
That's fantastic. So let's take a look then here at Diagon Alley.
Yeah, so we started Diagon Alley 2 years ago at the show. I think we were on for that. But we've added to it significantly. Most of it's brand new, and we wanted to create the alley effect, so we've elevated it as it goes up. And we've got Ollivander's, the wand shop, where Harry's getting his first wand. Then we have the Cauldron shop, and the Quidditch shop, where you get your broom. Then the Owlery with all the owls. And then Weasley's joke shop is next. And that's what we specifically won the Brickie for. People seem to like. We had the fireworks lit up for that. And then Flourish and Blots is the bookshop that's next to that. And all the kids are getting their books signed by Gilderoy Lockhart inside. After that is Gringots. And below all of it is Nocturne Alley, which my daughter Louise specifically worked on too. And we've got Draco Malfoy down there up to no good, with the cabinet of, I don't know, what do we call it? The Vanishing Cabinet, right? Is that what they call that? Yes, the Vanishing Cabinet. And then under Gringotts, of course, is Bellatrix's vault with all the cups and the gold spilling out, and then the kids running around on the rail car.
Yeah, so this whole section is fantastic. So give us some more detail, if you can, on some of these individual buildings, because there's so many great varieties of parts usages, the colors you use. There's so much going on here.
Yeah, we really tried to make the colors work, for what you would feel like in Diagon Alley. Of course, Weasley's is a whole blast of color, but everything else we tried to really collect the muted colors and give the buildings real character, and just use a variety of different building techniques with the tiles and the other pieces that we learned from other people and looking at their great mocks. But so we enjoyed just the expanse of it. We felt like it wanted to make a big presentation of it, and people really seemed to react to that.
One thing that's great is the variety of roof techniques. So you've got, like, this is the individual cheese slopes, which allows you to include all those colors. You've got kind of tiles at angles there on the round building, which the round building itself is also not something that's real easy to do.
We started building, Louise and I wanted to build something round, and we really didn't know what we were going to build. So we just started building it, and then we thought, well, that would make a great Owlery. And it did.
How did you get it built up underneath here in the bottom sections?
So those are plates with tiles, and then it's just bricks around, so it's hollow underneath. And all the buildings come up, and we can pack them up, and then we can take the plates off the top and pack it up as well. So it packs up pretty well. But we're going to work on that too, as we make it even bigger for next time.
Yeah. And one thing that's great is the way you've done the walkways and the variety of pieces there. So what were the types of pieces you used to create that kind of cobblestone look almost?
Yeah, well, we really like the dark orange and the little round pieces. So we started with a lot of, you can actually see the evolution of our accumulation of parts as you start at this end and go to the other end. We get more orange as you go down. But yeah, we look for those off tans, the nougats and the dark orange and the gray. And we felt like that was a real, especially the dark orange on the wall, that was something that you don't see a lot.
Do the buildings all have interiors? And I think there's even some lights in there as well?
A few of them do, yeah. So the wand shop has a really great interior that we finished out, and the bookshop and Weasley's. And Gringotts has the best, really, interior of the bank floor there that you can see.
Yeah, well, let's move down towards Gringotts here. Then you can tell us a little bit more about this, because there's so much going on with this building.
Yeah, right. So Lego had a small Gringotts, and we wanted to build a really big one we'd never really seen anybody do a really large, full-size Gringotts. So we wanted to do it from the bottom all the way to the top. So we did the vault in the dungeon. We did the bank floor with the tile floor in there. Spent a lot of time on that with the goblins in there. And then, of course, at the top, at the end of the story, the dragon. We wanted the dragon busting through the top, so we have the shattered glass and the broken dome. It was easier to build a broken dome than an actual dome, so we did it. So we made the dome broken.
There you go, yeah. And the dimensions of this building are really interesting. So what were some of the challenges of making this come together to get all those, the angles and the corners and everything to line up?
Everybody, the bank is diagonal, like a triangle, and so a lot of people try to make an actual triangle, but we just did it where it comes out a couple of bricks, so you get the effect of that. And I think the wonky columns are obviously trademark Gringots, so we had to put those on little hinges, and they hold pretty well up to the roof, and so I think the columns really make it.
And then the major splash of color that you get with the orange and purple here just adds so much.
We had many orders of orange windows. I think I ordered 100, and Louise says you're gonna need 100 more, and she was right. So we just kept buying orange windows off of Bricklink until we had enough. But I love the lavender and the medium lavender color, and the brickwork and the little chinks in the bricks, I think, is a nice effect that you see around.
And then take us through some of the minifigures, if you can, kind of accessories there. Are these all official Lego Harry Potter parts?
Yeah, they're all the minifigs from the series in different sets. So we have Ollivander. We actually put in a few of the Fantastic Beasts hidden in. I know they've got a new movie coming out, so we hid some of those around. But yeah, these are all from the different mini figure packs and different sets. And so there's many Harrys in here, but you leave it to your imagination to understand that he's in different scenes as you go throughout. So here he's getting his first wand from Ollivander, and then the kids around the square getting their treats at Weasley's and standing in line to get their book signed by Gilderoy Lockhart. So we just tried to create little vignettes that people would like, and of course Fred and George up on the top of Weasley's there. We have the new Diagon Alley set. We didn't use any pieces from it for this except those two minifigs. So we had to get those out.
There you go. You got to include as many characters as possible in a build like this.
That's right. People really like the characters a lot.
So what was set up at the show once you got here to get all these buildings? And obviously you've got multiple layers here. What was that like?
It was quite a challenge. We have a lot of containers here under the table. So yeah, it took the better part of a day and a half to get it all set up. And my family works on all this together. We're in different locations, and so it has never been completely all together, before. So it's exciting to get it up and have it where you can see it.
What are the reactions of the public like as they come up and start to recognize the buildings and the characters?
Well, that's what we like about Harry Potter, is because anybody who's a fan, they instantly start to discover things in there. And my son and daughter did a great job with the little minifigure vignettes, and people really recognize and respond to that. And so it's really exciting to see. We used to just do a city, and that was kind of boring. So with the theme now, people really seem to enjoy that quite a lot. So.
Well, it's a fantastic layout here. I love to see what you've done with this. We actually did an older video with you a little while back with more of the layout, so we'll put a link in the description below to that. If people haven't seen it, then they can check out the rest of the layout. But I love to see you continuing to upgrade it, and hopefully we'll see more from you in the future.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Look forward to the comments.